Autobots in Disguise, RID, car robots. Ironhide. Yes, it's Ironhide. Looks like a cow. It's got an Autobot symbol, which means he's a Western release. Like I said in the earlier one, if it does not have an Autobot symbol, it is the Takara. It's got this awesome ox on the front, which his name is Ox. In the Japanese release. If you like the idea, they actually painted the bed red. It's kind of cool. Lots of paint apps on this thing. He does look like a dairy cow, which he probably shouldn't have been named Ironhide. Maybe Milk Bucket or Milk Bags or Heifer or something. Anyway, he's a Ford F-150. Check out that sparkle going on with all those windows. Very, very cool. I do like this metallic sheen they used on those windows. It just pops really well. Would have been awesome to see some tail light detail picked out here. Maybe even another Autobot emblem or something on the back. But he's cool. Let's go into transformation. Pull out those legs. Flip this down. Look out for the tab. Pull out them arms. It's tough. Be a tough steak. Anyway. Very, 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 very cool looking head sculpt. Do you like the idea that they just picked out the eyes? That's all they picked out on this one. It's kind of nice. This had this yellow, and this is just like a regular yellow. There's no real, well, yeah, there is a little bit of metallic sheen in there. You kind of lied there. The white is a white. It is not a pearl. It is straight up white. Very cool, though. Very awesome. There you go. There is RID Ironhide, aka Robots in Disguise, aka Car Robots. Yes, Spychangers style yet again. Here we go. Starting out with Blowout, if he was in G2, but this is now Hotshot. That's Hotshot. He's now a Porsche with some flames all over him, which makes more sense that he's named Hotshot. It's just awesome. It's cool. Check out that metallic sheen going on with those windows and how awesome he looks. Not much robot kibble. Some translucent going on, which is kind of cool. But anyway, to let you guys know the difference between the United States and Western releases, this Autobot symbol is there. If it is Takara, it is not. It is gone to the Four Winds or something. I don't know. Anyhow, let's go into transformation. Put up the legs. Go down the front. Beware, there is still. Wait. Where did the tab go? Where did the tab go? Oh, wait, there is no tab on this one. And then pull out the arms. And there we go with Hotshot in his robot mode. As you can tell, I got some light piping going on here, which is kind of cool for something this small. These do scale very well with your Hot Wheels, and they do work on Hot Wheel racetracks because they roll very well. They're very speedy. It's pretty cool. Do you like the idea that there's a lot of molded detail under here? But there is Robots in Disguise, Car Robots, Hotshot. Today we're going to cover Daytonas. Wait, what? It's not Daytonas, it's a Hot Wheel. There's a reason for this. Check out all the detail on this Hot Wheel. Look at all this detail. Like even the picked out sides, top, the front, and the back. Now let's look at Daytonas. Here's Daytonas. It's a Daytona racer if you guys don't know that. Anyway, check out the detail on the side. Check out the detail on the side. Yeah, Now, there's one thing I've noticed. If they would have cut this off about right here, you know, straight down, just like they did here, this looks a lot like the mold that they actually used to make this guy. Even down to all the vents, where the vents are actually located in. Although these are more of a triangle and these are a little more picked out. But if you're molding something in metal and molding something in plastic, you do have tolerances, so maybe they couldn't match it identical. So they, yeah, messed with it a little bit. Funny thing is they're literally the same size. Like, scale-wise, they are identical. Very cool, though. I do like the metallic sheen we got going on the windows in this. Although this mustard orange going on here doesn't have any metallic sheen, neither does the black. But silver does. Silver's got some metallic going on in here. Very cool. Do you like the idea they just slapped one Autobot symbol there and called it good? Didn't put any more crazy logos or anything. They could have thrown some numbers on it. But it kind of shows you that, you know, it's pretty much about the same thing. It really is. But anyway, Hot Wheels aside, let's go into transformation. Pulls out. Put this down. Hey, look! Tab! And then pull out arms. And there we go! There's Daytona's in his robot mode. It's got a little more detail there going on. The things going on here on the top. Looks like it's a little scuffed there. I might have to touch that up. But I do like his head sculpt. He is very cool looking. He's probably one of my favorite of the Spychanger RID line. Yes. This thing was released during the RID universe Spychanger thing going on in the 2000s. Sadly, this never got a G2 paint. Oh wait, did it? Oh, that's for something other time. We need to cover not a blank table, but RID Spychangers, aka Robots in Disguise, aka Car Robots Crosswise. He rolls very well. He's a prototype Ferrari. Very interesting. I do like this. Love all this engine detail work picked out in silver. He is the Western release, not the Japanese Takara. Otherwise, that Autobot symbol there would be gone. Very cool. Very clear. Very translucent. You can probably stick a flashlight under him and it would glow. It's got this black windows going on here. It's got a slight little bit of metallic flavor in there, but not a lot. I do like this. Although he is clear, you can tell there is a bit of a glimmer going on with the paintwork underneath the translucent plastic. Very awesome. Do like this thing. Really like these taillights the way these are. Would have been cool to see this all picked out with like some metallic red paint and maybe a Autobot something going on there with that license plate portion. Do like it. Rolls very well. Anyway, let's go into transformation. Let the legs roll down the hood. Look out for the tap. Pull out these arms. And there you go. There's Crosswise in robot mode. I do like his head sculpt. It's very cool. Although mine might be a little bit dusty because he's been on the shelf for a little bit. But he's very awesome. Do you find it funny that you can actually see the screws they use in order to hold these on through the translucent plastic? So it's very techy looking. I do like it. I like how translucent he is. He is very cool. There you go. That has been RID Car Robots. Robots in Disguise Crosswise. Some more RID Spychanger Car Robot X-Brawn. Yeah, it's X-Brawn. He's a Spychanger too, though he has a deluxe vehicle. He's still a Spychanger. Very interesting. Do you like this paint job? Very cool. It's very, 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 I don't know, urban. I guess that would be the word. It's a very urban looking vehicle. I do like it though. It's kind of cool. I like the idea that they picked up the bumper here with silver. There's actually a little bit of a separation there. So this literally is like molded to stick out, which is kind of cool. Do you like the attention to detail there? Oh, and he does have opening door feature. If I can get the door open. There we go. Opens his doors. Both of his doors open. Oh my god, kibble! But, you know, he can sit in there just jiving, listening to his tunes, his doors open. Yeah. Anyway, very cool. Let's go ahead and transform this thing. Pull out the legs. And normally what we'll do is we'll unpeg this one door, fold it over, and then fold this whole thing over. And as you do that, you get kibble arm. Then you'll go over here and you grab his other arm, just kind of bring it out. And he's got flexing power. Flexing! I'm flexing my muscles! Because I ate my Wheaties. And my spinach. Anyway, check out that head sculpt. Very cool. Very awesome. Do like it. Do you like the idea that he does have a gigantic thing here? Although it does make him kind of side heavy sometimes. If he's sitting on a shelf, sometimes they go. So you know. What can you do? It's X-Brawn! So what you do is just put this here in front of him, and normally he'll hold his pose a little easier. The funny thing is, he has this gigantic gaping hole in here. You can say maybe he's carrying like his lunchbox, or maybe he's carrying Energon goodies, or I don't know, something in there. Could be where he keeps all his subwoofers. I don't know. It could be a boombox, you know. He can have, you know, holding up his head going. Yeah, we know. But there you go. Ooh, today we're going to cover wars. Wars. Yes, wars. He is pretty cool. This is Robots in Disguise. Car Robots Wars. Clearly written right there on the side. It says Wars. Don't believe me? It says Wars. Can you read it? Can you read it? Can you read it? It says Wars. Wars. I like how it's like slapped on there with like paint. Looks like he scratched it off or something. It's freaking awesome. Dude, dig the deco on this hood, which means Wars. That's actually the symbol for Wars. It's kind of interesting. Do you like it? Like it a lot. He is a Daytona racer. That's what he is. He, I believe, is a Chevy Lumina, if I'm not mistaken. But pretty cool. I do like the idea that they did like pick out all this detail throughout it. This nice metallic paint. The silver is very, very, very scarcely used throughout it, which really picks out a lot of details. And would have been nice if they would have picked this out with maybe like a black or something, but they only used the blue. The red has a metallic sheen to it as well. Very interesting, very cool. Going underneath, all the yellow has got that metallic kind of glimmer to it as well. Pretty cool. Let's go ahead and transform. This out. Put this portion down. There's no tab. Pull out on the arms. And there you go. There's Wars in robot mode. Do like his head sculpt. It's very interesting. It's a lot different than the rest of them. It's actually got a little bit of character kind of in it, which I do like. It's very cool. It's very awesome. Do like the colors. Today we're going to cover Sideburn Spychanger RID style. Sideburn. Car robot Sideburn. Very cool. He is a Dodge Viper. Do like the detail. Look at that. Taillights picked out. Headlights picked out. Even this undergrill here where it kind of looks like he's smiling at you. Picked out. Dig these faded flames. Very, very, very reminiscent of his deluxe vehicle. Do you like the gold they used? They used a metallic sheen gold for his windows and his headlights. Although the blue has teeny tiny little bitty sparkles all the way throughout it. There you go, there's Sideburn in his vehicle mode. Let's go into transformation. About them legs. Pull down that hood. Watch over the tap. Flop them arms. There we go. Check out that head sculpt. There's Sideburn in his robot mode. He just picked out the visor. That's all he picked out. It's got a very cool looking silhouette though. A lot of molded detail going on in here. It's very different compared to the rest of them. But nonetheless, still awesome. Back to yet another Plasticon review. Today we're going to cover a blank table. I'm kidding. We are continuing on with our robots in disguise, aka car robots. We are continuing with Rev. R-E-V. Rev. The big old Transformer TF Eagle on his front is a Diablo. Very, very cool looking car. Absolutely dig this. This is so cool how it's got all this nice pinstriping throughout the entire thing, even as much as having a fade going on here with the vents on the back. Very awesome. I know it's not coming off on the camera very well, but this thing in person actually has a glimmer to the plastic. The plastic actually has metallic flakes throughout it, which is kind of cool. It's got these nice rolling wheels. Great looking robot. He's awesome. Should get you one. Let's go into transformation. Oh yeah, one other thing. Autobot symbol. Yes, this is a Western release. This is not the Takara. So we have an Autobot symbol. Anyhow, transformation. Back to legs. Fold this down. Hey, there's a tail. Flip the arms. There you go. There's Rev in his all-out robot mode. Sadly, there's no light piping on this. He does have a very awesome head sculpt. Love the paintwork. Does have this kind of a pearl color going on here. You can see more of it when you raise up the hood. But this entire area right here is like a pearl white. It does have metallic flakes in it as well, which is kind of cool, especially for the era. Do like it. It's very awesome. Here is Mirage. He's awesome. Yet another Indy car. Although it's not a 38. What the heck happened? 37 numbers were lost. It's just number 1 now. Must have won enough races to get that number. Very interesting though. He does have an Autobot symbol here, which means he is the Western release. If he was released in Japan, it would not have been there. It would have been gone. Do you like the idea? It says TM Transformers right there on the back. Just in case you didn't know he's a Transformer. Do you like it? Very awesome. He is a F1 Indy car, if you did not know what this thing was. Very metallic. There's a real nice pearl going on. Pearly, pearly, pearl, pearl, pearl. Lots of pearl. Do you like the way they faded this red to just kind of blend in and go away? It's almost a pink here, which is kind of cool. The way it fades. Do you like the deco? It's very awesome. Although mine is worn a little teeny tiny bit here, but that's due to time. It happens. But anyhow, it's got a lot of detail in the back, even where a ejection parachute would pop out just in case you couldn't slow down the car. Pretty cool. Let's go into transformation. Flip down the hood. His legs. And then we're going to gently stick our fingernails in here and pull these bits out. And there we go. There's Mirage in robot mode. I do like the idea they picked out his legs with some blue. Could have just left it white, but they didn't. Do like his head sculpt though. Very, very interesting looking head sculpt. Do like that. It's very cool. Would have been nice to do some light piping, but there's not. Find it odd that Hotshot's the only one who gets light piping. Very weird, but very cool. Robots in disguise. Car robots. Optimus Prime. He's a fire truck. A very cool fire truck. Do love this fire truck. It is humongous compared to most of the fire trucks that you see. Do you like the idea of these gigantic windows? Look how big these windows are. Very cool. There's really no metallic sheen here. Maybe a slight one, but nowhere near what the other ones have. The plastic, though, has a metallic sheen all the way throughout the red. It's very cool. I'll be coming off kind of pink on my camera, but I assure you, he's red. It's got an articulated nozzle shooting thing that you can turn sideways and shoot at things, like if it was water or if it was a laser gun. Yeah, laser gun. Yeah, that thing stays in position fairly well. Pretty cool. Pretty awesome. It's nice to see an action fig feature on a Spychanger. And yes, he is kibble-tastic. But who cares? I still like it. Anyway, let's go into transformation. Pull out the legs. Take this portion here. You fold it to the side. And then you can kind of orient it however you want. Some people I know will fold it to like one side and then flip it around and then do this with it. And that's cool and all, but I like to use it for a stand to help him stand up. Pull out on these arms. All these shoulders just clunk out good. And you can actually separate his legs. It's kind of interesting. So that way it's not some big brick, because I know some people complain about bricks. Well, guess what? This brick has got rolling heels. Yes, he's his own rocking chair. But, fold this all the way back like this, it stands up just fine, even if you do this. There we go. There's Spychanger Optimus Prime. RID style. Very cool. It's got a lot of molded detail going on here. Do like it. Like how they picked up all that detail on his head. It's very tiny. Gigantic Autobot emblem here. Very cool. From what I've gathered, there is no difference between this and the Takara release, so this literally is the same one. By the way, all the silver on this thing does have a metallic silver to it, so it's very cool. It's very awesome. But there you go. There is Transformers RID Spychanger Car Robots Optimus Prime. Today we're going to cover Car Robots RID Spychangers Ultra Magnus. Yes, it's Ultra Magnus. Obviously. Why? He carries cars. Slightly out of scale, but he does carry cars. He can also carry energon cubes. Or little army men. Or breath strips. Or if you don't want him to carry any of that, you can always have him carry your cell phone. Although Ultra Magnus was not one of the hardest ones to find, considering he was a lot like the red version of Optimus Prime as a fire truck. Very cool. A lot of molded detail going throughout the entire thing. I really do dig the nice silver chrome to use for this, along with the wheels. Wheels look really good. Although I really wish they would have painted these. There's really no reason why they shouldn't have, because I mean, they went all out and painted this. Why not these? Makes no sense. I mean, doesn't really hinder anything dealing with the transformation, so I don't understand that. It's got a nice Autobot symbol molded into the front area here. So mine's a little bit of scuff going on there, but you know, it happens with time. A lot of molded detail though. They detailed the grids here where the car is actually supposed to sit. Very cool. Very awesome. So, enough of the alt mode. Not much robot kibble other than the head being shown, but transformation time! Fold it out like this. Flip back this portion here on the back. When you do that, it kind of pushes the two wings out and pull them up. Grab the arms and pull them both all out. And you can grab his feet and do that. And there we go. There's Ultra Magnus in robot mode. Very simple transformation. It's actually kind of cool. Articulation wise, it does have arms that move up. And he can do the biggest split you ever seen. It's kind of crazy. But he also has a nice head sculpt there. And it does rotate. Pretty cool. Do like it. It's probably one of the more solid bots of the entire line. But anyhow, there is Ultra Magnus. You guys tune in tomorrow. We'll cover yet another one. Goodbye for now! Taking a look at the entire line as a whole, I believe all these Spychangers really deserve a spot on the shelf for all you guys out there that tend to collect robots and cars that transform into robots and Hot Wheels, and well, if you're just a fan of robots in disguise or car robots, it's actually a very solid line. Although there are little quirky transformations dealing with these two here at the back, but it's not too bad. The only one I really complain so much about would be X-Brawn because of his gigantic arm that comes off, but you know, as you can tell, it's kind of true to the deluxe version, although you would have thought they would have done the same thing with Sideburn here. But all in all, the entire line is very solid, very cool, very awesome. Today we're going to cover RID, Robots in Disguise, Car Robots, Scourge. Yes, he was a Spychanger too. But he is the only one that has the definitive Decepticon emblem on his hood. It's very cool. It's very awesome. Very, very, very shiny. I do like the metallic sparkle that's going on throughout the entire plastic on this thing. All the black has this crazy metallic sheen to it. It's really neat. Even the teal has a slight metallic sheen to it. It's very difficult to see on camera, but I guarantee you it is there. The windows itself, not so much. It's just kind of a plain Jane. Might have a slight sparkle to it, but not a lot. Same thing with the headlights. I do like the detail though. I mean, the detail on this thing is just incredible for the size. It's really, really, really cool. Even picked out all the tanks. And the, I can never remember what these things here were called that are on the sides of semi-trucks, but some of them had those back then. It's like a big Mack truck, like an old Mack truck. That or maybe an old Kenworth. But still, it's pretty neat. I do like it. Very, very, very cool. Although there's no detail back here. Kind of wish there might have been some kind of taillight detail or something, or maybe they could have indented this a little bit and put some kind of detail or something, but they didn't. And there really isn't any trailer hitch, so you could probably modify it to be able to pull a trailer if you wanted to, but you really can't. Anyway, let's go into transformation. Put your legs like this. Pull out on both of the arms. When you do that, you can pull these arms up. And you reach down here, and there's a tab directly in front of his head, like right under his mouth, to be able to bring his head up. And there you go. there is Scourge in robot mode. It's a very, very, very cool looking head sculpt. A lot of detail, especially for the size of this thing. I mean, it even went down to actually detailing all the vents that go around his two stack shoulders and the vent that's actually on the head sculpt itself. Very, very awesome. A lot of attention to detail on this one. Although it's very difficult to see on the translucent ones that has come out on the Spychanger line, but there's a lot of detail on those too. But they really paid attention on this. The maker of this really had a lot of love for the that laser rod mold. But anyway, today we're going to cover RID Spychangers Car Robots Ultra Magnus. Yeah, it's Ultra Magnus. Can't you tell? It's a car carrier. A Spychanger on there. A Hot Wheel. A knockoff Micromaster. Nail clippers. A memory card. Anyway, this is a repaint. It was a Target and Walmart exclusive only. The original was like a gray. But really cool. I actually do like this thing. It's got a lot of molded detail. It's not too bad. Do like this gigantic Autobot symbol here and how it's actually molded in, which is kind of nice. The crazy tampering here on the side is okay on this one because it's black and that's red and it's not yellow like the Optimus Prime that I showed you. Okay. Anyway, I do like the idea that they did pick out the lights here on the top. And they did pick out a fair amount of detail throughout the whole thing. Although you would think, you know, if they bothered to paint here, why didn't they paint there and there? And you turn it around here, it's like there and there. I mean, it would have been easy for them to just blotch some more paint here and there on those. Robot is kind of visible on the bottom. It does have visible head syndrome, obviously, but not too bad. Transformation's pretty simple. It pull out the legs, flip up these two wing portions, put this whole portion here back, grab his arms, pull them out, and then you can split his legs if you want. And there you go. There's RID Ultra Magnus in robot mode! Car robots! Yep. Pretty cool. Check out his head sculpt's actually pretty neat. It's not too bad. Very interesting. I do like the head sculpt on him. It does have ability to move. It's kind of nice. I mean, he actually does have a pretty good looking silhouette, considering this is a very, very small robot. The only thing that really upsets me is why Hasbro did not release this one and the Prime and make them combine. Because I have yet to figure out why both of them have the ability to do this. I mean, both legs can spread out like this. I don't understand what's going on here. I mean, is this supposed to be a flying truck? Looks like spaceship mode here. Pretty funny. But, nonetheless, it's actually kind of cool. Today we're going to cover Robots in Disguise, RID Car Robots Optimus Prime. This was a Target and Walmart exclusive only to get this paint scheme of him being yellow. That's what he was yellow. Yellow. I mean, really yellow? When was Optimus Prime ever yellow in anything? Does anybody remember that? I don't remember. This might be like a shining Magnus, but the Magnus wasn't even in this mold. So, go figure. Pretty much reminds me of Grapple or one of those larger trucks like that. I mean, they could have repainted it blue and gave us a hot spot. I mean, come on. Anyway, let's go into this toy. He's got articulated ladder. It goes around, and that's about as far as it goes. It goes up and down. Doop, 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 doop. And it's also got like this squirter thing here on the end. It's got a lot of detail, actually. You see the barrels. Very interesting. Do you like the molded detail on it, though? Can't really complain. Do you like the silver windows? Kind of a nice touch. And the Autobot symbol's kind of odd on this one. It's just tampled red with no background, so it's kind of difficult to really see. But, you know, it just kind of felt cheap to me. I don't know what it was with this one. But, you know, they did pick out the light bar. They picked out some detail on here. And, yeah, complete robot cable underneath. Anyway, transformation. Pull out the legs. Take this thing here and flip it over to the side. And take this in and push it in. Flip this all the way down. I just kind of flip it down to about that far. And then pull out his arms. And then there you go. And then sometimes you can take this and put this forward. These do spread out if you want him to have a stance. But it does rock backward very easily because it doesn't have any heel spot. I mean, look at this. This is where they really could have, like, engineered something. I don't know. I mean, look at this. Is a big chunk of plastic. They easily could have done something with that. I mean, I understand it's a Spychangers, you're supposed to have simple transformation, but the easiest way to repair this problem is to take this entire ladder portion here and bring it all the way back. Lock it into position and then just stick it back there like that. And that fixes this issue. It actually does have head articulation, which I have yet to figure out why they... I mean, I understand they probably gave this guy the most articulation because he's one of the most iconic of the group, but it's yellow. I mean, look at the head sculpt. There's so much detail there, but they didn't paint it. What gives? But it's a yellow prime. Yeah. Could have named him Rector. That would have got a laugh. But anyway. There is Transformers Optimus Prime RID Walmart exclusive car robots Spychanger style. We're going to cover yet another RID Spychanger car robot. Robots in disguise. Crosswise. Yes, he's red. But a very translucent red. Yes, he's clear. It's very cool. Very awesome. It's made of light piping. You guys complain about light piping. Well, this is light piping. Very interesting. I do like the way they did the engine detail there with just a little bit of black. Just in order to pick it out. That way it didn't take away from anything else. Another crazy thing, it actually has these nice red stripes painted on here, which is indicative of crosswise. But it would have been really cool if they actually would have put the X on his hood. Sadly, they didn't. They didn't give us an Autobot logo. But this was a Family Dollar KB exclusive only. Yes, that's exactly what this was. Anyway, transformation. Bam! Bam! Oh, tab. And there we go. Check out the head sculpt. It's really cool. I do dig it. I like how they took the darker color here, which comes off more or less a smoky gray, and used it for the head. Like how it just goes all the way through like that. It's pretty cool. It's very awesome. Today we're going to cover another Robots in Disguise RID car robots. Hotshot. Yes, it's Hotshot. And yeah, he looks a little faded. Why? Because he's translucent. Translucent plastic. He's made of light piping. Few would appreciate this. Very cool. It's very awesome. Has some really, really cool detail coming out because of the translucentness of this thing. Also love the flames on there. It just looks awesome. It really does. It's probably one of the coolest ones of the lot. Now, if you guys are wondering, this was a Family Dollar / KB exclusive only. So there was only 2 places you can purchase this toy. This particular one. So, let's go on to the transformation. Legs. Pull this down. Look up at the tab. Oh wait, he doesn't have one. You pull out his arms. And there you go. There's a translucent hot shot for you. Check out the light piping. I really like how they painted the helmet so it was just silver. So that way the light piping actually works. Otherwise it would be completely red. Very cool. Very awesome. You guys should try to go out and find these guys. Pretty difficult to find. But when you do, you're one of the lucky ones. 2003 could be close to 2004. And yet, Hasbro brings out more stuff to KB toy stores. Robots in disguise. Car robots. RID. Wars. It's Wars. He's smoky and translucent. This color really reminds me of Blowout, but it's almost a purplish smoke. It's not really a gray. It's kind of interesting. I do like this. This is kind of cool. They actually just kind of tampled a nice little yellow stripe right there at the bottom. They did paint in the wheels, or the windows, so that they should. And this is actually a really nice metallic blue. It's almost like a blue-gray, like a battleship color. It's really cool. Do you like it? I do like the idea we got kind of orange stuff coming out. It's like there could be like flames, like he's really fast because he's a race car. What do you expect? Stock car. Yep. Wait, transformation. Bam. Bam. Pull these out. Pull these out. Oh, no tab. And one big thing on these, just to give you a little bit of a heads up, when it comes to trying to find these guys in particular, because they are translucent plastic, these are notorious for being broke off. So kind of watch it on those. My arm here might be a little bit loose, but that's okay, because he's still loved. His head is nothing but light piping. There's no paint. It's just light piping. That's all it is. But, you know, this is a KB exclusive, so cannot complain one bit. Back to yet another Plasticon review. Today we're going to cover another Robots in Disguise Spychanger car robots. Rev. R-E-V. Rev. Because he revs. Yes. Very awesome. Very orange. Very translucent. Very cool how they actually still did the pinstriping detail that goes all the way around him, and he still has the TF bird on his hood. Although it's very difficult to see. You can kind of see it there with the lighting hitting it. It's kind of nice. But it's pretty cool. It's very awesome. Rolls. Do like this mold. I've always liked this car. But this is a KB Family Dollar exclusive only. So back in the day, you could have gotten one of these there. Too bad you can't now. Got to go to eBay. Anyway, let's go into transformation. Bam! Bam! Tab. And there we go. Yet another awesome transformation. I do dig this thing a lot. It's really cool. It's got a little bit of something going on here, but I got it off. There we go. Gotta love the head sculpt. Do you like the green? You use like a, it's almost a purplish color here with a green. It's really cool. It's very G2-ish almost. I think some of you G2 guys out there would absolutely love these. But that is 2003, and Hasbro has only released these to KB toy stores. I am talking about Spychangers. I'm talking about RID. I am talking about car robots and robots in disguise. Mirage. Yes, it's Mirage. He's green. Very clear green. Very awesome detail. I love this paint job. This thing's really cool. I like the idea that they picked out some little bit of striping here with the number 1. And did the yellow stripes here instead of the old red, white, and blue scheme, which is kind of neat. I do like this. This is a really decent throwback. I really like the paint work here on the back. It really makes this thing look almost like Waspinator. Now, I know somebody in the community that likes Waspinator. Very much so that he has Waspinator show up in every single solitary video he does. He would actually appreciate this. But this is Mirage, not Waspinator. Could have easily been, but it's also an Autobot. So there you go, Autobot symbol. Proof that this is not a Decepticon. Anyway, I do actually like the idea that I just noticed that there's even mirrors picked out here on the sides. I mean, they really went crazy with the detail on these things. And yeah, translucentness, transform. Pull that up. No tab on this one. And then you just gotta stick your fingers in there, pull these out, and there you go. There's Mirage. You guys can actually see a little bit of that light piping coming through. Just a little bit, not much. It's a teeny tiny bit. It's not really a lot on this, but it's really cool. It's very awesome. I do like the blue. I mean, look at that blue. It just looks really cool. Like all the detail they picked out on. It's pretty neat. It's actually not too bad. Oh, and I did not mention, there is no stamping on the back tail fin on him whatsoever. Normally he's got a Transformers tramp stamp back there, but not on this one. Blah blah 2003, blah 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 2004. You guys know this is a KB exclusive Spychanger RID Robots in Disguise car robots. Ironhide. It's Ironhide. He's blue. He's translucent. Really reminds me of Motor Mouth from G2. It's literally the same paint scheme except for it's translucent plastic. Which is kind of interesting because you think about the G2 mold of this, the feet were translucent. So, kind of cool. Anyway, transformation. Bam! Bam! Tab. Reach in there. There we go. Translucent head. I like how they just picked out the eyes. You notice that? Eyes are even translucent. I have no idea how they managed to do that. But it is cool. It really is neat. I do like the idea that they just threw in like some random greenness here. But that's what's cool about these things. I do like it. Even though the bed is like solid, you can still see through it, which is kind of cool. Very interesting. But anyway, there's Transformers RID Spychanger. You guys know the drill. Ironhide. Anyway, on to my final thoughts. And there they are, all 6 of them in their glory, all together. These guys are cool. I don't care what anybody says. There's some people out there that really rank on these things and they don't like Spychangers. And you know what? If you don't like any KB exclusive and, you know, slight dollar store exclusives, these things are awesome. They might be pricey in the aftermarket now, but they are definitely worth the dime. They're really cool. I do like the colors. Some of the colors might not come off so well on the camera, but guess what? When you get these things in hand, it completely changes your mind because they are really neat. These things are awesome to use if you have like a Brave Max or a Fort Max or any other Max that you got, or maybe even any other city bots. These things work great with them. They're really fun to transform and they're great desk toys, and they're just awesome toys all around. So if you got Hot Wheel tracks, break these things out and let them fly. Anyhow, special one at that. I got some exclusive Japanese car robot Spychangers for you guys. These guys came out during the Robots in Disguise. Our car robots is what it is called in Japan, so I am going to refer to this entire thing as car robots. Anyway, starting out with car robots, art fire. Here's Artfire in his very, very milky, awesome white colors. It's got a really, really cool glimmer going on here with the windows. The windows are a grayish silver. And I don't know how it's coming off on those flames, but those things are sparkly. They actually have a bit of a greenish yellow thrown in there along with that awesome looking teal. Very nice, very shiny, very, very, very cool. I do like this. This is awesome. It's got a nice Autobot emblem templed right there, and you can actually see that it actually does have a white background to it, so it's not some generic throw on without a white background. They do take care in the way they paint stuff over there. But anyway, it's going to transformation. Transformation is really simple. Pull out the legs, flip this down, no tab. Pull out the arms. And there is Artfire transformed. As you guys can notice, he's actually got a really, really, really cool scheme going on here with the green. The green actually goes throughout the entire torso, which is kind of nice. It's got a very interesting looking head sculpt. It's gold, a gold head sculpt with light piping. Very awesome. Few piping is what I'm going to refer to it as, but few would love these because they're awesome. Anyhow, our style today, we're going to cover Car Robots, Spychanger, Ox. Yes, Spychanger Ox. And yes, that's something going on here. I don't know what it is. Not rolling right. Woo! He does get a little bit of light there. He does. Very, 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 very cool. He's a Ford F-150 if you guys didn't remember that. This thing has got a really interesting paint scheme. I really like this. This is a silver, not a white. It's kind of interesting. It's got this deep green, but it's a metallic green used for the bed. And he's got a nice blue used for the windows. A very silverish kind of blue. It's got a lot of crazy detail going on there. And then this big red bumper and red grille. It's very cool. I do like it. Would have been cool if they actually picked out more taillights though. Anyway, it's got this really nice ox here on the hood. It just looks cool. It's picked out in gold. It's pretty nice. And then the Autobot symbol. Transformation on the legs. Pull down the hood. Look out for the tab. Then pull out on the arms. And there we go. There's Ox in robot mode. Now his head sculpt is fairly interesting. It's very neat. It's got a lot of stuff kind of picked out on that. If you notice, his eyes are gold. It's very hard to tell, but they are. They are gold. And the face is red. So they did a lot of detail work on this thing. It does have a just a straight up white for the legs. It's kind of neat. We're going to cover yet another exclusive from Japan, Car Robots, Spychanger, Eagle Killer. Yes, this is Eagle Killer. It's very awesome. I do like this paint job. It is just screams awesome. It's a very, very, very faint color, but it's almost a goldish type of pinstriping going throughout it. It's got a nice temple on there. It really just pops. I do like it. I do really enjoy the fade that they used here. This fade just looks really neat. It's like an orange, but then over here it's more of a gold. So they kind of mixed in an orange and a gold in here to kind of pull all that together. It's very cool. This is probably one of the cooler ones of the lot, but you know, they're all the Japanese exclusive ones, so I really like them. It does have a nice temple on there. It really does look cool. You guys get a good look at that, so that way you guys can have that for your archives. do like it. Really, really, really neat. Let's go into transformation. Pull on the legs. Pull down the head. Go for the tab. And pull on those arms. And there we go. There's X-Car in robot mode. I do like the idea that they have a nice metallic kind of silver going on here for the legs. Although this is a decent color red. Red doesn't have any metallic in it, sadly. But this blue does all the way throughout it. It just looks really sick. I do like the head sculpt. The head sculpt is very cool. I do like the way they painted this thing. It just looks sick. Today we're going to cover an exclusive Japanese style Takara car robots Spychanger X-Car. Yes, it's X-Car. Very cool. Very green. I put this up against the Mirage that's actually translucent, and this is actually a different color of translucent plastic. It's very cool. I really love this gold that they used on here. It looks really neat. I do like the idea that they just used the gold instead of like any other color. They could have went with like the standard red and such, but they didn't. It looks really awesome like this. This is probably one of the coolest of the lot, honestly, because I really dig the translucentness. Simple transformation on this guy. Pull on the legs, pull down the hood, watch out for that tab, and pull out those arms. There we go, there's X-Car in robot mode. Very interesting. I do like the way they did the head sculpt. It almost has an Optimus Prime look going on here with the blue head and the silver face paint. I do like it. It looks very neat. Although it's got this silver going on in here, but that silver actually has a metallic sheen to it. It's a metallic silver, which is really nice. I do like the idea that they really did take care of the design color that they picked for these guys. Special edition Japanese Takara exclusive. I am talking about car robots, Spychangers Wars. Here's Spychangers Wars. He is straight up a metallic silver. It is so cool that they actually molded him in this. This is probably one of the coolest schemes I've seen of this guy. It's got a nice dark blue going on here, which got a little tiny bit of a glimmer inside of it. This nice picked out tail that actually matches this fairly well. Really, really interesting lime windows. Those windows are a lime color. I know it kind of looks a little gold on here, but trust me, they are lime when you get them. Nice tampo. I really love this. This is awesome. It really looks cool with this nice red etching on here along with the streaks. I do like the way they did this. I mean, this looks awesome. Everybody's like, oh well, it's a repaint. Yes, it's a repaint, but this is probably one of the coolest repaints. They even bothered, although this thing is molded in silver, to paint the silver on the front. Very, very, very cool. I do like the idea that they did do a blue streak that goes across the bottom. Transformation. Pull out on the legs, down the hood, then pull these out. There you go. Wars in robot mode. He's got a really, really, really cool looking scheme here. I like the dark blue, along with the, he actually has a white chest under here, which, you know, you can see a bit of a white torso down there. Very cool. Do you like the head sculpt? Very interesting. Do like the way they did this. That nice red picked out there in the middle to kind of match the nice tampo it's got going on there, so it pulls together very, very nicely. Car robots counter arrow Spychanger style. This is counter arrow. It's very cool, very awesome. This thing has got a really awesome paint scheme. I like this. This has just got a lot of coolness going on here. It's actually got some really nice metallic blue going on throughout the whole front here. And it's also got a number 1 there that's very difficult to see, but it is. It's there. I got a number 1 that's there. And it's done in a gold. A really cool gold paint. I do like the idea that they did leave the Tampo TM Transformers on the back. It really shows how cool this little F1 racer really is. It's got a nice detail to it. I love this thing. I like this paint job. This is probably the coolest. And everybody will be like, well, it's the same thing we paint. Well, no, it really is awesome. It just screams cool. So I love this red and this white and this blue. Just the way this is just awesome. Going into transformation. Pull out the legs. Pull down the foot. And pull out the arms. Now something you're going to notice right away, his head is orange. He's got an orange head. Although the rest of the stuff on the inside is kind of picked out in red. He's got an orange helmet. It's kind of cool. Really like it because it kind of shows me, you know, he's more or less like a race car driver or something. It's kind of cool. Do you like the idea they picked these out in white? Just really shows that they actually cared about what they did with this guy. But anyhow, let's go on to my final thoughts. As for the Takara exclusive colors, this thing is probably one of the coolest lots to try to get. These things are very rare though. They are next to some of the rarest of the entire Spychanger line. As far as I know, there is 2 other sets of Spychangers out there that are extremely hard to get. One of them where they're completely translucent, and there's another one where they are translucent in different colors, but they are not the other exclusives that everybody has seen. Those are very difficult to get a hold of, but I'll elaborate more on a different review. Anyhow, my thoughts is go out and buy these if you can find them. If you can get them for a decent price, get them, because these things are awesome. They do deserve the love of being in your set if you are a Spychanger fan. If you're not really a Spychanger fan, I really don't say to go out and try to seek these out, unless you are just gaga over the colors. But the colors are pretty awesome. Anyhow, this has been Plasticon, and this has been yet another awesome review. You guys tune in later, and we'll do some more. Peace out.